The year is 2005. Hollywood was buzzing with excitement about the upcoming movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. The movie was going to be an action-packed romantic comedy, something along the lines of a modern-day version of The Honeymoon. And to everyone's delight, the leads were going to be none other than Hollywood royalty, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. The world couldn't wait for this blockbuster movie, and no one was more excited than Pitt and Jolie themselves. They had been dating for over a year after meeting on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and their red carpet appearances were already legendary. People magazine even named them the world's most beautiful couple in 2006. But while Pitt and Jolie were busy planning their future together, there was someone else who was fuming over the announcement. Someone who not only felt betrayed, but utterly humiliated. That someone was Pitt's ex-wife, Jennifer, and the reason for her fury, well, that's because she had no idea that her ex-husband had not only cheated on her with his new co-star, but he was also planning on marrying her. It wasn't until the Golden Globe Awards that Aniston found out the truth. She was stunned when she learned from a friend that Pitt and Jolie were engaged. To say that she was shocked would be an understatement. After all, Pitt and Jolie had done everything they could to hide their relationship. They were extremely careful to keep things professional on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And despite the fact that photographers followed them everywhere, they never once were caught on camera together. But now that Pitt and Jolie were engaged, it was clear to everyone that they had been together for quite some time. The media circus that followed the announcement of Pitt and Jolie's engagement was unprecedented. Reporters camped outside Aniston's house, hoping to catch a glimpse of the heartbroken actress. In the meantime, tabloids were filled with speculation about the reasons behind the split, and rumors swirled about who was at fault. But amidst all the chaos, there was one question on everyone's mind. What did Jen think about all this? How was she coping with her husband's sudden engagement to his co-star? We finally got an answer when Aniston appeared on the cover of the March 2006 issue of Vogue. Everyone felt sorry for her, and no one blamed her for being angry. That was until Jolie made a stunning revelation during an interview with the BBC. According to Jolie, she and Pitt had actually started seeing each other well before Mr. and Mrs. Smith. She claimed that she fell in love with Pitt while working on the movie By the Sea, which was released 2 years before Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And despite the fact that Pitt was married at the time, Jolie insisted that she didn't do anything to jeopardize his marriage. Now, it seems like she was trying to say that she was the reason why Pitt and Aniston split, and although she didn't mention Aniston by name, it was clear who she was referring to. Jolie claimed that she had resisted her feelings for Pitt because he was married, but once he filed for divorce, she gave in to her feelings. But these claims didn't hold up for long. In fact, the entire world found out that there was much more to the story. Remember that infamous kiss that ignited this whole scandal? Yeah, that one. Turns out there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. According to sources close to Aniston, the actress was devastated when she saw the kiss. Not because she was jealous of Jolie, but because it brought back painful memories of her own relationship with Pitt. Apparently, the kiss was the last straw for Anne. It made her realize that she had been living in a fool's paradise all along, and she finally decided to file for divorce. A source close to Aniston revealed that she had always suspected that Pitt and Jolie had something going on, but she chose to ignore it. However, when they kissed at the LA premiere of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, it was a confirmation of her worst fears. This is backed by the fact that Aniston never even watched the movie. According to another source, she didn't want to see what her husband and his co-star were like on screen together. Now, we don't know what exactly went on between Pitt and Jolie on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but if their chemistry on screen is anything to go by, it was probably pretty intense. Their kiss at the LA premiere was so electric that it sparked rumors that they had already been together for quite some time. Some people even went as far as to say that the kiss was fake. They claimed that it was just a publicity stunt to promote the movie. But if that was the case, why would Aniston have been so upset about it? After all, she and Pitt were already on the rocks. So what does this all mean? Did Pitt cheat on Aniston with Jolie, or did their relationship begin before he and Aniston split? Well, the truth may never be known, but one thing is for sure, that infamous kiss didn't just heat up screens. It ignited a scandal that shattered Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston's marriage. Meanwhile, there's no denying that the kiss was one of the most talked about moments of the year. Everyone was wondering what it meant for Pitt and Aniston's marriage. Was there trouble in paradise? Had the kiss gone too far? While Aniston was understandably upset about the kiss, she knew that it was just a publicity stunt. After all, Pitt was her husband, and he wouldn't risk jeopardizing their marriage for a simple kiss. Right. Well, Fast forward to today, and it seems like Aniston was wrong. The kiss was not just a publicity stunt. It was a sign of things to come. In fact, the kiss may have been the moment when Pitt realized that he wanted to be with Jolie and not Aniston. And while we may never know the truth, it's hard to believe that the kiss didn't play a role in the eventual split. But the scandal didn't end there. In fact, it just got worse. As the world was still reeling from the shock of Pitt and Jolie's engagement, yet another bombshell was dropped. This time it was coming from none other than Pitt himself. During an interview with GQ magazine, Pitt opened up about his whirlwind romance with Jolie, and admitted that he had never been like this about any other actress. He said, "I can't remember a time when I've been this open with anyone. I'm really proud of the person that I am when I'm with her." Now, this may seem like a harmless compliment, but it was clear that Pitt was head over heels for Jolie, and this was only confirmed when he gushed about her in a subsequent interview with Oprah Winfrey. According to Pitt, he had never met anyone like Jolie, and he was completely smitten with her. He said, "Angelina brings out the best in me. I came into this business through theater, and I always dreamed of being fortunate enough to be in a film like this. And now here I am, and the fact that I get to share this with my partner, it means everything." Clearly, Pitt was head over heels for Jolie, and he wasn't afraid to let the world know it. But while Pitt was busy gushing over Jolie, there was someone who was fuming. Once again, it was Aniston who took the biggest hit. Pitt's comments were seen as a betrayal of their marriage, and many people felt that he was being insensitive towards her. After all, he had never spoken so openly about his feelings for Aniston, and now he was gushing over Jolie left, right, and center. And if you thought that was the end of it, then you were wrong. There was more to come. In a surprising turn of events, Pitt and Jolie adopted a baby from Cambodia, and they named her Jolie Pitt. The adoption was finalized in 2007, and it was met with widespread approval. Everyone praised the couple for their humanitarian efforts and for giving a child in need a loving home. But while everyone was celebrating the adoption, Aniston was once again feeling the sting of betrayal. Not only was Pitt moving on with his life, but he was doing it with his new partner. And while Aniston had tried to move on, it was clear that she still had feelings for him. In fact, she later admitted that she had struggled to move on from the split. She said, "For a while I didn't date. I was going through things. It was just a time where I needed to work on myself, and needed to understand what I needed and what I wanted." Clearly, Aniston was still hurting from her divorce, and Pitt's relationship with Jolie was reopening old wounds. In the end, it seems like Pitt and Jolie were destined to be together. Despite the controversy surrounding their relationship, they have remained one of Hollywood's most iconic couples, and they continue to make headlines to this day. As for Aniston, she has found happiness again and is now married to Justin. But let's be real, no one will ever forget that infamous kiss and the scandal that followed. It was a moment that changed Hollywood forever, and it is a moment that we'll be talking about for years to come.